Yeah, but again, all these details, like these 3 little things, they were already on there. It was stuff they could get to, but they just had to go hunting for it if they wanted the pricing. So again, put stuff in the front of people. If you land on this page, you've got everything you need straight away. The request brochure, it wasn't because we wanted to print a whole load of expensive brochure and spend a lot of money in postage. All we do is email them a little PDF brochure. So maybe that could work for some people as well. It's a great way to get people's details, and you do give them the brochure they requested, but it didn't cost you anything. Another little thing there's a lot of kind of hype about at the moment is giving something away for free. Can you give samples? Can you give white papers, informations, kind of top 10 tips, anything like that? It gets people to your site. For our business in the school travel, we did stuff with risk assessment because they're very big on that. The parents get upset if the kids don't come back. And we actually get about 300 extra visitors a month, just people searching for risk assessments for school trips. And it might not be that they're booking with us this year. They might be going with someone else. But they still find our site and find that the information on our site was helpful. And it puts the brand in their name, and they might remember us next time. So just things that can, A, bring you in traffic and makes people think, again, support this kind of idea that you know what you're doing and you're genuinely providing some helpful information.
Can I give you another quick story here? We've got a business up in Nottingham that's just come on board to take part of this, and they're called Wave Alchemy. They make like incidental music and sort of bleeps and beats that DJs use to try and kind of remix stuff. Bear in mind, this is a start-up. They've been going a very short amount of time. They got this idea and they put on the website, okay, we'll give you a free set of downloads, you know, just a small amount of what they offer to DJs. They put it online. This is a website that's not properly up in the search engines yet, and in a fortnight they got 1,400 email addresses, because what they said is, we'll give you this providing you give us your email address and let us market to you. And in a fortnight, for a start, they got 1,400. Imagine all of those are self-selected to go, I am interested in music and that particular niche. They got 1,400. There's a guy called Steve Heath, you probably meet him through these kind of projects. 1,400 from a start-up in a fortnight.
And you see it a lot on sites now, that people, even for downloading a white paper, maybe this is like for the solicitor or for your software or whatever it might be, if you want to download their white papers, you just have to give them your email and your name and your company. And people happily do it these days. You're so used to it, and it is a great way to collect data.
Yeah, and in a fortnight they got a bigger database than we put together in 16 years.
Yeah,
well, isn't it?
It's not good really, is it? So this is kind of for the people who are going to end up being e-business champions at the end of each speaking event. We're going to give you kind of 5 points to go away and do, but obviously this is a little bit more think about than doing at this stage. But I think they're quite important, or at least some of them are. And I think the first one is very important. Be critical when you look at your site. It's very easy to be close to your site and you don't really see it, and maybe you built it so you think it's a great idea. Get someone else to look at it then. What is the initial thoughts on it? Is it very obvious what you're trying to do? Where do people go? Do they go where you want them to go? This linear path. And I get a lot of people, or we get a lot of people saying, oh, my product is too complex to dealing online, and no, it's too complex, we can't do a get quote now, or we won't do this. While you're so busy arguing, while your product is so complex, chances are that you've got competitors who are just busy doing it and selling it and taking all the customers. So never ever think, I genuinely do not believe that there's any products that are too complex to be doing this online. The travel product is a very tailor-made, individual, complex product, and it works an absolute treat. So everybody can be doing this.
Cool. For me, that was one of the first things I did, was went online and Googled as many people in the business of selling marketing consultancy, marketing services, say, what are they doing online?
Yeah, and do that.
For me was good to learn, God, there's no way I want to do it that way, as well as realising that actually, yes, you can market a service online.
And again, this is the beauty of the web. It might be that you've got some really big players, but there's absolutely nothing stopping you going onto the Sainsbury website, the Next website, whatever, and kind of pinching the bits they do that are really good and implementing them on your site. They might be massive, big, million-pound corporates, but you can still pinch the ideas and you can still implement them on your site, and a lot of the time for absolutely free and overnight. Make sure you've got something in place to measure your performance. Has everybody got Google Analytics on their site? Yeah? Yeah? Good. So you're obviously kind of ahead on that one.
Everybody don't even know what that is?
No, that's absolutely no problem. We can help you get that on.
It's a stats package, so you can see how people...
It's absolutely free from Google to use, but it's very powerful. It gives you a lot of information. So the next thing following on from that, look at the stats on it and learn from them. Don't just install them and go, "Wait, I've got it," and then never look at it again. yeah, look at your traffic levels and conversions, kind of like Johnny said initially. Have you got the traffic you need? Are you happy with how it converts? And in most cases at the moment, it's probably not the case. Look at your site. Is it clear what your goals are, your linear paths? Do you know what is the aim of your site? So you're all saying they're not selling online. What's the aim of your site at the moment, would you say? Get quotes. Yeah.
And get appointments.
Is that what most people sort of say? That's the purpose of their sites at the moment? No? What would you say your...
Most people, because most people haven't got a clue what the website's supposed to do.
I promised I wouldn't pick on you, but what's the main aim of your website?
Just to sell. Sell, establish contacts.
Yeah, so you still need them to kind of inquire and give, so you can establish that initial contact, get a dialogue going.
So salesmen can go out and
speak to them.
What can we do together that will get their confidence to the point that they will pick up the phone or inquire? So I'll give you an example. Han, and a lot of the answers are staring you right in the face on this. There's a lot of really simple stuff. Yeah, we can get really techie and uber geeky and show you all sorts of little tricks. But Han, as an example, his website was full of stock art, yet Han is a surgeon, doctor, a clinician. He's selling aloe vera instead of party plan. He's coming at it and researched it from a clinician point of view, backing it, yet where was Han on the website? Yet Han is completely credible. We had no media telling us that Han was behind this. In other words, it was just like any other aloe vera on there. I'm paraphrasing a little bit. So this next phase of Han's website, the reason why we're exchanging emails about 8 o'clock at night is it's video. It's riddled with video and interactive media that give you increased confidence, which is what you need as well, what all of you need to get your websites. How are they going to pick up the phone and inquire? You've got to get that confidence up there, and that's what this next phase for you is about, isn't it?
Yeah. One of the things that I write really good articles, but they read worse than War and Peace. So they're exceptionally useful to people who are really at the end of long tail, who really want to know a problem, want to know something, and get that solved. And for that, these articles are brilliant, because they can't find the information somewhere else. But it's not an easy read. So, the greater percentage of the people who come to the website just bounce a reel away because it's just too many words. So what was the most logical way of actually bridging that is I'm really good at talking. I'm happy chatter. And people relate to that. Now, how can you do that? By video. Because if I get them on the page, and on the page they say, all right, click. And for up to 2 minutes, I just talk to them and say, all right, look, I know this is what the page is all about. This is what you can expect from it. Look, I know it's a bit of a tough read, but do it. And you can later on, if you have some questions, you can come back to me. Look, one of the reasons why I'm really dead excited about moving into 2010 is because that all will have been ticked. Every single page, not just one index page, every single page will be its own individual web page, and every page will have video.
Video is very powerful, definitely something to look at, even if again you're kind of thinking, oh, it's not really for us.
Stock art on the website. What do we mean by stock art? It's just bought-in images of granite-jawed Americans with plate glass, kind of spectacles and look incredibly handsome.
Again, very popular on solicitors' sites.
But you can put yourself in the room with them, and Han, when you spend a few minutes with him, is obviously credible and intelligent and a clinician and all these kind of things, and that builds incredible confidence versus a bit of stock art. Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it?
Ultimately, the thing that out of the whole Access course that Nigel and I did, and the take-home message was that it's no longer a one-way street. It used to be like you just give someone information and then it's up to you what to do with this. If you think that that's what your website is all about, that's old hat. That's not the way it's going.